versus the Cavs, and I'm just letting it play by itself.
If they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And here are the Cavaliers. 4-point game. Love with the screen on Curry. Irving drives in. It's blocked. Outside Curry. Shoots from 14. And the rejection by Smith. To the paint. Thompson against James. The screen from Thompson. James in the post. Smith with a wide open look. And it's Smith again missing. Send it over to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach David Blatt. Doris?
One player that he's talked to his guys a lot about is Stephen Curry. He said Curry's one of the premier shooters in the game, and he's got that quick trigger. We really have to be tight to him, get physical, and try to get him on his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
All right, Doris.
And for Kevin Love last season, he didn't want to be called a stretch four, but the numbers suggest he was exactly that. Nearly 1 out of every 2 shots he took was from 3, a much higher ratio than at any other time in his career.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. As Greg was talking about Clark, back to Love, it wasn't his choice to camp out from 3 last year. It was designed that way to create operating space for both LeBron and Kyrie.
And you think about it, it's hard to ask a successful post player not to play to his strengths, but Love made the sacrifice, and I don't think he gets enough credit for that, Kevin.
Curry launches a 3, and he gets the bucket. Curry's got 5 now.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Irving against Curry. A shot's good from Irving.
And, you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Here's Curry. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
What a great play. Total. School the defender on that one.
LeBron kicks to Irving. Back to LeBron. LeBron sets the screen for Irving. James against Thompson. A shot's good from LeBron. James has got his first basket of the night. Warriors leading by 5. To the paint. And Green with the basket on the assist by Curry.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now, here is Smith. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Irving attacking. Back to Smith. Shoots from the high post. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
You know, basketball can be a thing of beauty, and the Warriors show just how gorgeous ball movement can be last year. Every possession looked like a well-orchestrated concert. It was incredibly fun to watch. Not so much fun, probably, to coach against.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. Irving dishes to LeBron. 1:58 left to play in the first quarter. Back to Irving. Fires from deep. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Irving's got 5 now. Well, the Warriors did zip the ball around very well last year, Clark. They led the league, as Greg was just talking about, led the league in assists per game. It wasn't even close. Over 27 assists per game as a team.
Yeah, 28 times they had 30 or more assists. In 2014, the team that led in that category was the Spurs. They did it only 16 times.
will go with a different look here. Andrew Bogut checked in for Tristan Thompson. Anderson comes in for Kevin Love. Amon Shumpert's checked in for Smith. And Mo Williams subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Different look here for the Warriors. Ezeli's checked in for Bergeron. West comes in for Green. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And so it's Golden State with it, following the score by Cleveland. Iguodala outside. West a screen on Bogut. Shoots off the screen. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Williams. Got a hand on it, and they'll keep possession. That's good. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Goes up to the strike. It's hauled in by Bogut. The Cavaliers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. The try by James. Great D that time from Iguodala. The Warriors leading. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Out to the wing. Deflects the pass. Iguodala against James. It's good. This game is all in.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope. It's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
And LeBron James trying to will his Cavaliers team to its first title. Teammate.
He sat us down maybe right before the first practice and kind of spoke about what he thought everyone should bring to the table. And we had to hold up our end of the bargain.
When someone like LeBron talks about what you need to bring to the table, you better bring it.
Yeah, I would think so. You'd be better served to go right along with what he's talking about. And of the new big three, along with Kyrie, I think if they just keep following LeBron's lead and advice, the sky's the limit.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
They're just very aggressive on the offensive side of the ball, attacking the rim in this first quarter. A lot of trips to the free throw line.
Taking full advantage of playing at home, and the fans have really helped them here.
Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. They'll get out there with Kevin Love, and it's Dunleavy in at the small forward. That's the good for Cleveland going right now here in the second. Watching Kevin Love, he can do everything on the offensive end, Clark. He's been that way really his entire career, going back to high school.
Yeah, his game is low to the ground, too. No explosive moves or dunks. He takes you on and beats you with skill. Good footwork, smooth shot, sharp passing, and an excellent IQ.
Smith against Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. Smith kicks to Bogut. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
And talking about Love, last season was a tricky one for him. So much of his post offense was taken away by the Cavs' scheme. So he just made up for it by averaging the second most threes of his career.
Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. And the Warriors also making a change. Anderson Varejão's checked in for David West. The Cavaliers leading by 3.
You know, for Kevin Love, last season was the first time as a pro that he's been asked to defer on offense. Not just to LeBron, but to Kyrie as well. You can bet he and Chris Bosh now have a lot to talk about.
The shot's good from Irving. Warriors shooting well, 50% from the floor. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something, you're right. Pass to Dunleavy. To the inside, stolen by Varejão. On the wing, it's Iguodala, covered by Irving. Picked by Varejão. Iguodala No good. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Irving kicks to Love. The screen from Thompson. Pulls it from the elbow. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Love. And it's a 7-point Cavalier lead. Outside Curry. Picked by Berejao. Thompson passes to Curry. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Cavs were one of the top teams in the East last year, and it was in large part to how strong they were at home.
What, did they shoot it well from beyond the arc at home, Kevin? I mean, top 3 in the league in terms of three-point shooting. It does help to have LeBron, doesn't it?
It does. That is effective. It's a pick by Love. Irving dishes to Thompson. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here as he shattered the backboard.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. Irving kicks to Love. Irving against Thompson. And a wide open hook for Irving. That's in there. Love with the assist.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Thompson misses.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Well, the term dream season can be applied to Steve Kerr's first year. Comes in and sets a franchise record in wins, and also wins a title for the Warriors in his first year. Still unreal.
Cavaliers have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Smith with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Thompson against Irving. Step back shot. Draymond Green with the rebound. And for Kerr, so much was made of how much pressure he had to face to get the Warriors to improve. Inheriting that team from Mark Jackson. Greg, that was a good point. He passed that test, though, Clark, I think, with flying colors.
Well, the first time that a rookie head coach has won a title since the NBA's inception. I think that says it all right there. Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs, and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
And speaking of Irving's star status, last season a signature shoe in his name. I see, in fact, that you and Clark are wearing them tonight. That's always a big deal.
Kevin, that's an elite club to be in. Only the true superstars get that kind of status. He certainly got the flash to go with the substance.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. LeBron comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert's checked in for Dunleavy. And Mo Williams subbed in for Smith. Bogut lays it up and banks it in. And the Cavaliers lead by 6.
Boy, they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Durant, the pass to Thompson. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Screen by Bogut. A drive by Shumpert. And he gets it to go. Shumpert's got his first 2 points of the night.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Durant in the corner. And the Warriors take on 2 more.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Irving against Thompson. Irving dishes to Bogut. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Cavaliers lead by 4. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Gentlemen, I'm over here with Tristan Thompson, and after that first half, Tristan, what's the plan going to be for this second half?
Well, it's simple. It's going to be a dogfight. You know, they got big guys, true bigs, and we got to come out, play hard, and not let up.
You have to have plenty of bark in a dogfight, Tristan. Thank you. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half in the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 13 points and 1 assist. An extremely potent first 2 quarters for him. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, they called the right plays, and then they executed. Great job in the first half. That's why they were so efficient, and they shot so accurately. The defense threw a number of different looks at them, but they were always prepared because they were cool, calm, and efficient.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Where was the sense of urgency? We all know they're capable of playing better, and no one wants to give up a ridiculous high shooting percentage. They need a little attitude adjustment in the second half, or this game will get away from them.
And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
Excellent game we've seen from Kyrie Irving. 13 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. The Splash Brothers are the guards. Draymond Green is out there with Anderson Varejao, and it's Durant in at the 3. As you're talking about the Warriors, you know, they were built to play with each other last year. The bigs could all pass very well, and that set up the three-point threats.
And then even on the defensive side, I mean, they had players that really complemented each other.
Gentlemen,
some undersized power forwards
who
countered with rim protectors. I mean, they also had the length at every perimeter position to switch on any play. So they are equally as adept on that side of the ball.
That's good from Anderson Varejao.
Hey, guys, last season was a painful one for Anderson Varejao as he had finally shaken the back injury that sidelined him the year before, signs the multi-year contract extension with the Cavs. Things were starting to look up, but only 3 weeks later, he tears the Achilles and was ruled out for the season. You talk about a tough break. Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second move.
Curry with him. He's picked up by Irving. Irving with the steal, and that one's good. And now 8-point Cleveland lead.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And adding insult to injury, certainly, Greg, if you were talking about Varejao, played well at the start of last season. Shooting 56% from the field. Clark, I think he was over 70% from the line. Those were career highs.
Yeah, terrible blow for Varejao and the Cavs because of that injury, the Achilles tendon. But it led to the deal for Mozgov, and that's worked out quite nicely.
Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
And arguably the most talented player at his position. He can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the game.
Agreed. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Klay Thompson. Varejao can't hit.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's James. And the lead now. Double digits on that bucket. LeBron's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And, you know, Kyrie Irving really ambidextrous as a ball handler because you can't play him to one side, and he's ambidextrous as a finisher, too. He's so creative and crafty. Terrific at the rim with both hands.
Varejao can't hit.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Love kicks to Irving. A floater. That falls. Good assist by Love. Love's got 3 assists tonight.
Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Varejao with a screen on Thompson. Lock at 6. Not as good. The Cavaliers lead. Come back down now to 10 as they pick up the bucket from Anderson Varejao.
And one thing about Irving's ball handling, he does a great job of protecting the ball. A very low rate of turnovers for a player as aggressive as he is on the bounce.
And Cleveland making a change here. Anderson's checked in. Curry against Irving. Here's Love. Green with the block. Durant against Smith. Durant the pass to Green. And he's good on the 3-ball. Green's got it back down to within single digits for the Warriors. And here's Irving. 1 points in the game. And he gets it to go. Irving's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range, so I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Iguodala outside. No luck, so Cleveland will take it the other way. In the 3rd quarter, with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock.
Now, one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Here's the teardrop. And this is his 2nd trip. To the line tonight. And he makes the first.
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked 1st in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Andrew Bogut checked in for Anderson. Shumpert comes in for Kevin Love. And Mo Williams subbed in for J.R. Smith. Outside Shumpert. Here's James. Here's Bogut. The shot is off. Nice D from Durant. Warriors trail by 10. Pass to West. Back to Durant. There's the feed to Livingston. Golden State moving the ball around. From deep, Iguodala. The shot's good on the assist by West. 8 points for Andre Iguodala. Last season for the Warriors, really dominated from beginning to end to lead the league and break both offensive and defensive efficiency.
And Kevin, a lot of people knew the Warriors were good at offense. I mean, but they've been equally as good defensively over the past few seasons. They're flying under the radar for whatever reason. Not the case going forward.
Durant attacking. Shumpert with some nice D.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Can't hit, so Golden State will take it the other way. Feeds it to Livingston. Kicks it to Ezeli. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert.
I like the move to go 2 for 1 here.
So do I, Greg. I mean, I agree with you. They need to get a quick look and then try to get another possession after that.
Irving kicks to James. Fires from 14. And the shot no good. A bit short. Warriors trail by 9. Dishes it to Livingston. It's hauled in by Bogut. Bogut's got his 4th rebound in this one. Irving passes to LeBron. He kicks to Williams. The baseline jumper goes down. And the Cavaliers lead by 11.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Now through 3 quarters. Welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Thompson is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Williams at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Here's Varejao. Good D by Thompson. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Smith dishes to Williams. LeBron is screen on Curry. Williams kicks to James. Count that one. LeBron's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Cavs. Warriors trail by 13. Passes to Green. He dishes it to Durant. Now the pass to Thompson. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 6 assists in the game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
They set the screen. Varejao passes to Thompson. Offline with his 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
The screen from Thompson. Thompson sets the pick for Williams. Shot clock at 6. Thompson, a screen on Durant, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Now, that's a close call there on the illegal screen.
But I'd go along with it, Greg. I mean, it didn't look like his feet were set to me.
Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. He told them that they simply have to step up, saying if we don't make a move now, it's going to be too late. Give them everything you've got. Kevin?
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Pick by Verejao. The dish to Curry. Golden State moving the ball around. Verejao can't hit.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have. You're right. Back to Williams. Stolen by Thompson. The 11-footer. It's a big high bounce and goes in. Thompson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Nice shot by Smith.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. He made sure that everyone was on the same page and that the offense needed to run through Stephen Curry. Coach reminded his guys that he is the centerpiece of their offense, and he's the one they want with the most freedom to operate. Likely the final major changes to their game plan as they try to make a late comeback here in the fourth. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks again, Doris. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Williams.
Kyrie Irving.
Here's Curry. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
He feeds it to Love. Pass to Smith. 5 on the clock. The screen from Thompson. Shot off the pick. Smith missing again. Warriors trail by 14. Durant with it. Guarded now by Irving. It's tipped. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Curry dishes to Thompson. And a foul on the shot. Will go to the strike for 2. Guys, last season, Klay Thompson made his first All-Star trip overall. Clark, his game took a huge leap forward.
Hey, I agree with you, Kevin. And a big reason for that, I think, was his spot on Team USA. Playing the way he did and with that group really lifted his confidence.
Two shots.
Point. And the first one at the line is good.
And Thompson last season set the record for most points ever in a quarter with 37. Made all 13 shots and 2 free throws and finished the game with 52 points.
The Warriors making a switch here. Iguodala's checked in, and he makes both free throws.
And Thompson making all 9 of his three-pointers in that game. I mean, that was also a record, the most three-pointers in a quarter. I think that performance sealed his place among the All-Star reserve.
James against Thompson. Thompson sets the pick for James. Pass to Thompson. Green with the rebound.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
And stolen by LeBron. Smith against Iguodala. inside Irving. Back to Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Varejao. Iguodala outside. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And the Warriors miss again. Clark, if they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Amen. I think that's the best option.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Cavaliers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Shot quality and better overall shooting.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Kyrie Irving. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
No good on the free throws. He's good on the second. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. The feed to Iguodala. Fires from deep. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
There's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
A platoon swap here for Cleveland. Different look here for the Warriors. Vassili's checked in for Varejao. West comes in for Draymond Green. Ian Clark's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. .35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's West, and the lead is down inside single digits. Williams with the ball. Clark, they're in good position here to ride it out.
Yeah, they certainly are. I mean, if they just play smart right here, Kevin, this game's pretty much over.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
Free throw good. Amon Shumpert.
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
This game's finally gotten away from them.
Yeah, it certainly has. I mean, there's not really much they can do at this point.
And the dunk by West.
Took the safe route there. Wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble on that one.
Nope. Up and in with one hand, the most basic finish possible.
But he still makes it look good.
Now Williams. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the...
Alright guys, it looks like the Cavs won and they beat the Golden State Warriors. So we'll see if they do play this season. We'll see if they really do. And they beat them by 9 points.
Thank you, Kevin. I'm here with J.R. Smith. We got to see your offense
Look at LeBron.
in full effect here tonight. Seems like everyone on this team is
they're
on the
goofy.
same page.
I definitely think so. You know, we got a lot of great players on our team, a lot of people who can score, and hopefully we can just keep building on it.
JR, appreciate the time as always. Kevin?
Doris, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. See you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
MVP should go to Kyrie.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving. He came out of the locker room at halftime and was immediately on fire. That third quarter was his, and he did not hesitate to exert his will. Let's go to Shaq. What can you say about his performance?
Kyrie, this dude is a composed, mature leader. Along with all that mental strength, he's got such an incredible feel for the game. He runs the floor, he passes beautifully, and he can shoot from lights out from anywhere on the court.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.
Thank you. Don't forget to hit the like, share, favorite, and that's it.